In life, there's good decisions, bad decisions, and regrets. This one might be one of those regret things, but getting this thing ready to go to its next home. The motor's got quite a bit of blow by. If I'm gonna keep it, it needs an overhaul. So I'm not willing to stick another $10,000 into this thing. $11,000 is probably what it's going to take to overhaul this thing, and it's I don't like it that much. So gonna go a different path. It's kind of sad, all the work that I did to this thing, but it's kind of sad, but it's I don't know. Hopefully it'll be the right decision for me. Let's see. I think it had 3260 something on it when I bought it. Or 32, I don't know. I put like 90 hours on it is all. Because the one night I overheated it, it was going through quite a bit of oil, and I made up my mind then. I switched the 4650 over to the Ripper, and this one sat. Had plenty of power and everything, but man, it was... For every 10 hours, I was going through a tank of fuel and at least a gallon of oil that it was blowing out somewhere. So... I know it burns a little bit too, but it was, it was getting ridiculous. I was getting kind of mad at it, so that's what I did. So, yeah, getting this thing ready to go. Taking a few things out. I took my light bars off. I actually switched the, I haven't got that one put together, but the top on the 4650, I basically just swapped. That had these brackets on, and I always thought it looked stupid, and the one side's actually cracked. I'm not gonna be able to show that to you, but so I swapped that out. That way I can keep my light bar and not gonna leave holes in the top somewhere. So that's kind of the reason I did that. And then took the light bar off the back. Probably gonna take those lights off. Put some other halogen lights on that I've got laying around, because I'm afraid it's not going to bring much. I don't think I'm going to get a lot of my money back out of it, but it's kind of one of them things. It's maybe I shouldn't give up on it, but that's what I'm going to do. So, and these lights, I think I'm going to rob them off there. Maybe I already said that, but so charging the batteries up a little bit. So yeah, taking a few things off of here, but yeah. So I'm kind of on the hunt for a new Polar, but that's the decision I made, and that's what we're gonna do. I just can't see. I figure I got between all the stuff now. Well, of course, some of that stuff I took off, but I figure I had at least 10,000-11,000 in it already, and then to stick another $10,000-11,000 in an overhaul, I'm just not willing to do that. So I guess I can give it away to somebody else, and they can do it, and whatever. Because by the time I do an overhaul, then these outside duals are, they hold air, but they're not very good. So, if you put all 8 new tires on the thing, you're talking $16,000 on tires and $10,000-11,000 in an overhaul for a, I don't know, If you had it overhauled and all new tires on it, you might get 15 out of it, I suppose. But so I'm just not willing to do that. Not at this point, anyways. If I knew more what I was doing, you know, an overhaul kit's maybe $3,000, but the labor is probably at least the same amount of what the overhaul kit is, and then any machine work or any other things come up, you know. The guy that does my mechanic work for me, as far as that kind of stuff goes, he said 10,000-11,000. So, and I'm just not gonna do that. So, anyways, just a little video here on basically undoing some of the stuff that I've already done to this. So, you can look forward to finding out with me, I guess, what we end up doing. There's a couple 8300s I'm looking at. They're a lot of money. There's a 4955 that I found that it needs tires and it needs an interior and it needs a good cleaning up. But so kind of exploring options, and we'll go from there.